Okay, so happy Saturday. Let's see. Recap. Recap. What are we doing? Currently, we're looking at the slide, or sorry, the con tower of a Star Destroyer. It's a Pro Crusader belonging to the Imperial Ascendancy. How do I know what that's? Because that's where we are. They've got two small docking ports on these things, where fighters basically can attach. Why do you do this? Well, we're currently on patrol. Lower left-hand corner there. We're just did start this particular patrol. And you have two choices. You can either fly around and fly from station to station within the sector, or you can escort a specific ship, in this case, this one. And the easiest way to escort it
Thanks for your help.
is to dock onto it with a small fighter or a small ship, if it has it, or medium if it has a medium dock. This one does not. And we're done already for some reason. We are done already. Well, shit. Well then, so that was probably the quickest 10,000 credits I've made.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Yeah. So while that's happening, let's look at our stuff. First of all, let's look at factions to see how that's going. So these are the factions we're currently aware of. This is not all of them, though.
Thanks for your help.
The Note Federation, we're doing well with them, mainly because they are aligned with the Imperial Ascendancy, so we're doing business with them as like we do business with the Ascendancy. Here's our main faction that we're affiliated with. We're also decided to align with the Hutts because they're a little bit farther away. They're not at war or enemies with the Imperial Ascendancy, which is a good thing. We're trying to be friends with friends instead of doing being friends with our enemy, or sorry, being friends with the enemy of our friend. We're not trying to do that. I thought the Empire was going to be friends with the Ascendancy, but they're not, lore-wise, whatever. And so, unfortunately, this is going down because we're being friends with the Ascendancy. And unfortunately, we do have a station in galactic space, or galactic empire space. What's that going to do to us? I don't know. They're not hostile yet, but they're not trading with us either. Because this little red line, you're not allowed to dock at ships or stations belonging to this faction. Also means they don't dock with you either. So that means there's no trade going on between us. So that station has been basically not nearly as profitable as it should have been if we were friends with the Empire. It's still doing business with factions in the area, but not enough to be really profitable. It's making It's making money, but very little. So, can you tear it down? You can tear it down, but I don't know if you get your stuff back. I don't think you do. So, I've been trying not to add on to it and just let it, if it makes money, it makes money, and we'll collect from it as we can. But otherwise, it's not a focus anymore, like it was at the beginning. So the hut, we have.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
We have one station built, another one being built, mainly because for reputation reasons, they want two production stations in their borders. And you do so much trade with them, and then you get access to more of their stuff with them. So that's what we're doing with the Hutts. Plus, you're not trying to make money, too. And of course, Imperial Ascendancy is our main thing. Naboo, we're just picking up stuff from them because they're close enough to where we are. New Republic, not friends with the Ascendancy. I don't think they're friends with the Hutts either. Rebel Alliance, same deal. So eventually, these numbers, if they go negative enough, we'll go from, not doing trade with them to they'll start going after our combat ships. And if we go too far, they target everything. So we'll see how that goes. And then Yuzan Vong. These are just bad guys to everybody. And we found a nice little thing with them over in where, of course, our main station is in. Our first station over in Sullust. So we have it. This is our main factory. We put a defense platform. It's been here for a while for other reasons related to the New Republic. However, earlier this week, we discovered that these Anvong have a little dormant beacon here. What these beacons do is they attract their ships to this location. And I flew out here just to investigate it earlier this week, and there's a ton of fighters there. if they decide to launch an attack anywhere within the system, there's going to be lots of fighters flying around. So we've been kind of working on getting our defense platform functional, because it mainly hasn't really had any real weapons on it yet, but we're working on that now. And then our factory, we actually went through and put some defensive stuff too, or still actually kind of in the action of doing this, because you can actually put defensive turrets and shields on some of this stuff, like this in particular. Edit the loadout. So we've got quad laser turrets for shooting on fighters primarily, and it's got some shield generators as well. And it's got 4 batches of these, so it's got a total of 8 turrets just in that one little storage container. We could I put it on 3 currently. The one here, the one up there at the top, and then the one at the other end there. Probably going to end up putting them on probably on most of these, just for, again, defensive reasons. I don't know if that's how many turrets are going to be necessary to keep those fighters off us. If they decide to come this way, they may not. So anyway, so that little see-through stuff, that means they're in the process of having their things upgraded. Of course, I have to put enough money into the construction kitty in order for that stuff to happen. So what do we actually need? So advanced electronics and shield components.
Thanks for your help.
To get that stuff built. So actually, currently auto trading. I don't have anybody providing resources to this place to get stuff done. So let's change you over to trade for to build storage to get that stuff done. And when you're done doing that, we can put you back on trade. Okay, so there's that one. And the defense platform is still, being worked on. Actually, no, that was to get that thing going. That's to get that one. And then defensive platform. This thing, structurally wise, is all, well, mostly done. Now we're just adding on the turrets and whatever, and their little discs, defensive discs. These are where the bulk of the defenses are going to be sitting. So in this case, it has 2 large turrets. These are basically turrets used for turbo laser turrets for shooting down capital ships. Not so good against fighters, but if they hit them by accident, they blow up, usually. Shield generators, and then it's got, it's got 2 of those, 4 shield generators, and this has 4 small turrets for shooting down fighters and 2 shield turrets. So it's got a fair amount of shields. And you can actually see the turrets. Those are the big boys there. And the little ones, see they're right there on the side, over there, and then they're underneath too. There's the big one underneath, and the 2 small ones underneath too. So you got that. So again, we're in the process of getting these things built. It's going to be a little bit of time. It's going to cost us $4.8 million to get it all done. Actually, we have the money to do that now. So do that. And then we have these big top defense things. The only thing they have are 4 of the large turrets. Sort of see them there. Can't zoom in anymore, but they're up top. There's 4 of them up there, along with shield generators. That's what the bubbles are, or the towers with the little spheres on top of them. And then we have these guys down here, down below too. So this has got a fair amount of weapons on it. How many total? Let's see. Total we have on the defense platform. Information. So currently it has room for 36 station batteries. Those are for keeping the bad guys away, the bad big ships away. Long range, hard hitting, that kind of stuff. And then it's got 56 of the quad laser turrets to deal with fighters that get too close, and of course all the shield generators too. So how does that compare to a Star Destroyer? Well, that is typically more firepower than Star Destroyers. It should be as a station. But it's expensive, as you saw. We're not even done yet. I don't know, can I buy? I still can't buy these guys. Why can't I buy these? For some reason, my reputation changed with them again. It just said 30, didn't it? But anyway, these guys. This is actually... We can't see how many guns he has because we can't do it. Why is my reputation not good? It should be good enough to buy stuff from them. Anyway, so defense is there. So I have those. This Rorak factory is over in Hut Space. This is my newest station over there. Just did start building it. It's still very tiny, and like I said, still in the process of being built. See, not even set up yet. We're just setting up the docking areas and some storage and some solar panels to collect the stuff, and then we'll add more production buildings as we go. As we collect more money and stuff actually gets built, because it's still going to be a little while. Red numbers indicate don't have the resources to build everything we need to build. And our construction. We used up all our money there. So do that. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. It'll happen all by itself. What else? So this is our hut station up here. Or, sorry, our station at hut space. It's pretty much functional. Slightly more advanced building system because of our first station we didn't have the money to buy all the good stuff from the start, so it's got to, build as you go type deal. This one is more, we've got the large containers and all the other stuff that we need, so it's ready to go. Logical stuff, this is everything we're producing. So superfluid coolants, graphene, type N cells, refined metals, silicon wafers, and rhydonium cores. Need more rhydonium. And we're also building plasma conductors, capacitors, sensor components, microchips, durasteel plates, and smart chips, along with shield components, turret components, and advanced electronics. So blue bar is good because that means we have stuff in stock.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Don't do it. Company policy. So that, and then money-wise, the station's taking care of itself for the most part. Still making money. That's within the last, hour or so. It's the last 3 hours. It's 3 hours ago, we're set at 1.2 million. Now it's up to 2.6. Anytime you see really big drops, it's usually when I'm taking money out. But I haven't done that in a little while, apparently. Maybe here. Anyway, so it's making money. And I said all the stations are. And then we have a scrap processing facility. Not very big. It's big enough. It's big enough to keep busy. It's basically the left side here. This is where scrap from destroyed ships, fighters, larger ships, that kind of stuff. We have tugs out there, tugboats, basically, or tug ships. They go out, they look for the scrap, they bring it back, they throw it in here. Gets processed from raw scrap to scrap, and the scrap gets turned into plasteel and prefab modules for building stuff on stations. Plasteel is used for stations, building stations as well as ships. So, and all the storage we need there. How's it doing? Production. So energy cells, it's producing way more than it needs, so we sell the excess as we can. Raw scrap, this is all the stuff that's incoming. 1,000 units of scrap come from all the tugs. We do not buy scrap though. We just there's no need to. There's plenty of action going on, so we just have the tugs going out, bring it back, gets thrown in here, gets processed. Every so often, there's a little countdown there. Then it gets turned over here in the scrap. This is the processed scrap metal, which then gets turned into the prefab modules and the durasteel plates. And let's see. So we look at these, and we have enough. Uh-oh. Next production. Oh, this is the next production, so I will finish this in a minute. Are we? No, we have plenty of stuff. 21 hours before we've gone through all the scrap metal. So we have lots of scrap. Way more than we need. We got a huge overstocking of prefab stuff, mainly because, I don't know, because they're not building stations fast enough in the area. Who knows? Mainly because they're not used for building ships, but the durasteel is used everywhere. So, and it gets bought up pretty quick too, usually. depending on who's coming in looking for it. And you can see. So that big drop off here, that's me taking the money out. Because this thing actually doesn't really, this station doesn't buy anything. It doesn't need to. It's totally self-sufficient. And as you can see, just climb, climb, climb. Nice big stuff. So we have transports and all this other fun stuff working on that. Probably should put some more transports in here to sell stuff. Because we only have the two, and there's all their tugs assigned to the station. Oh, and then we have a large scrapper ship that's out there that's producing scrap cubes that our tugs go out and pull back in. That's actually what the 1,000 points stuff was. All these tugs pulling back 1,000 points worth of scrap. Those are scrap cubes produced by the scrapper that's out there. Why do you have a scrapper? If the tugs pull in the scrap, the tugs can only pull in up to, I think, small, medium-sized ships that have been wrecked. Any large or extra large ships that are out there, they can't do anything with. So that's what the large scrapper ship is. It goes in there and it breaks those larger ships down into scrap cubes, and then the tugs can bring them in that way. So, as usual, the scrapper facility is a huge money investment. Well, it's not huge, but it's a large investment, simply because the parts you need to build the station are, the specialized parts. They're not cheap to get. You can buy the blueprints for them. But like these guys, the scrap recycler and the scrap processors, those aren't cheap. And they eat up a lot of energy too. So you need to build a lot of solar panels to go along with them to produce the energy that they require. Solar panels aren't cheap. So there's, again, the station investment is pretty large. And then, of course, then you need the tugs. Or you can buy the scrap too, because there's other factions out there dealing in scrap. It's just that it's not a consistent supply if you do it that way. If you have your own infrastructure, tugs, the scrapper, you basically supply yourself consistently with scrap. You got lots of money to make. So it works well. It works well. Again, it's a big investment, but I find it worthwhile. Because even when you have excess prefab modules that aren't selling, you still have excess energy and as much plasteel as you can sell. Or plasteel plates or whatever they are. So that's our stations. What else did we do this week? We invested in... Oh, actually, this hut patrol. I just did get this up and running earlier this morning. Why? Because, believe it or not, the huts have a lot of criminals flying around in their space, and they like to pick on people. Specifically, it seems like they like to pick on my freighters. So I have went out and invested into a little patrol fleet. It's basically made up of a Gozanti Corsair, which is a medium-sized ship. It's got 2-point defense cannon turrets for shoot. I'm using it for shooting down missiles currently. It's got quad laser cannons and two quad laser cannons, turret and cannon. So anyway, this is for shooting down fighters. Basically, this ship is mainly to support the other fighters in the little squadron, which are R-41s, I think. I think they're R-41s. Yeah, R-41 Star Chasers. These are not the best, but they're more than a match when there's more of them against the little pirates that are floating around. Mainly because these guys are they're basically interceptors. They've got 4 laser cannons and 2 missile launchers. Currently using, and concussion missiles, which are, ideal for shooting down other fighters. And between 4 of them and the medium ship, these guys beat up stuff pretty quick. As long as it's not, big. And usually it's not. So, at least in this area, it hasn't been. So they're just patrolling this sector because this is where we've seen the most activity for the most part. Although there's some happening here, around the wharf up here, but I'm not too worried about this. This is more for the huts to deal with, because everybody that's causing trouble in this area, they're not my problem, we'll just say. You can see there's stuff floating around, so I'm not too worried about that. What is this? Oh, we have a hut star Venator floating around. Oh, that's been here for a long time. He's just patrolling around the different sectors. But we're in good terms with the Huts, so we're not worried about that. Yep, that. Oh, and another new toy this week, an immobilizer. So the immobilizer, this ship is mainly to do. We're going to try to capture some ships again this week. Today. The point of the immobilizer is that it is supposed to stop things from getting away through using the gravity wells. So basically it's set to attack all enemies, so anytime an evil ship gets within range, it activates the gravity well. And what the gravity well does is it basically prevents ships from getting away quickly. They can still fly away at their normal speed, but they can't use their hyperspeed to get away. Like, say, this ship that's coming in that's doing hyperspeed. And usually, we'll have this thing parked here, and if we get a good target, we will make them hostile or mark them as hostile. That'll activate the generator, and they won't be able to just zoom off away from us. That's the concept. And then once then it's just a matter of immobilizing them completely and boarding them to join our cause. The other ship in the squadron is Veronica's Vengeance, which is a katana dreadnought. It's mainly here to shoot down fighters and that kind of stuff, because that's really kind of what it's really good at for its size. The immobilizer's got the weapons to do that as well, but it can actually deal with larger ships too, because it is bigger than the dreadnought. Not by much. Maybe it's not size-wise, but it's got the different loadout. It's got an ion cannon on it and some other stuff. So it can go toe-to-toe with the dreadnought. Question is, how long would it do it? I don't know. Oh, and this also can carry fighters, which we don't have yet, which we probably should invest in. And then the last squadron in the area is the Acquisition Squadron, which is made up of our Lambda Command Shuttle that I've named it, and 6 TIE Echelons, which are technically labeled as gunboats, but they are basically assault shuttles is what they are. Each one of them has 2 laser cannons, 4 ion cannons, and 12 Marines on board for boarding purposes. So we have 60 Marines between the 6 of them, and then the shuttle has some laser cannons on it as well, and I think it has 16 Marines or something like that. I guess we could look. Fifteen Marines. So that gives us a total of 75 for boarding actions, which should be enough for taking most ships that we'll be going after. Fingers crossed. If not, we'll get some more. Okay, I think that's all the good stuff for the week. There. And then I'm currently flying around a TIE Defender, doing our little... Oh, that's right, we got screwed out of that, didn't we? Okay, let's go talk to the person we talked to a couple of minutes ago, and then they screwed us on our patrol because it ended too soon, which happens from time to time. There seems to be a bug that if you take patrol missions in the same sector too often, too quickly, the follow-up missions tend to bug out and they end really quickly, like this one did. Oh, we still got paid $350 for it. Or was it complete?
Good luck out there.
I don't remember. I don't remember. Anyway, we got 350,000 credits. We're good. Okay, so the Solace Factory. This is the one I'm concerned about. Okay, so it's got enough money to buy stuff. It's just that there's not a lot of stuff coming here. Mainly because we didn't get its own... We need to get that station of freighter to supply it with stuff. Let's do that. So, medium-sized freighter. What are our choices? So an action forward transport or Gazanti rock, which is different than the Gazantis we normally use. This one, space of 11,000, lower center portion of the screen there. That's what we're looking at for container storage. It's just under 2 million for that. The rock is 11,000 as well, but it's a little bit more expensive. I think it's a little bit more expensive because it's got slightly better offensive and defensive stuff on it. Hey, Gray, welcome back. You blink Gimpy opening Astral Tears in Reality. Astral Tears in Reality. That doesn't seem possible. It doesn't seem possible. Anyway, we're going to buy one of these. Actually, we'll probably buy 2 of these. 4 million. Oh, and also, we spent a lot of time on a mission for the Huts. Basically, they wanted us to build a defensive platform for them in a specific location of their territory, which was right here. Now, I didn't realize that. I thought it was just building it for it to be there. I didn't realize when it was going to be done that they were actually taking control of it, and it kind of freaked me out because, like, where did my station go? It just disappeared, and then I went looking for it. No, it's still there. It still has the same name and everything. It's just that now it belongs to the Huts because they technically paid for it because the mission payout was cost of the station plus 50%. Ended up getting 27 million for it. So I got all my costs back plus a little bit extra. Tears or tears? Thanking for opening Astral Tears. Oh, see, I saw that as tears. I don't know why. Hi, Blast Pop. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the Prime sub for 4 months. Let me get your Ronkers of recognition real quick. But anyway, welcome back, Blast Pop. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody. Yes, you and my tears for fears. Tears for fears. Anyway, there's Rockers Recognition Blast Pop, 1 for each month. Thank you very much for the continued support, and again, happy Saturday. Now, for some reason, I had no what's the word? Can't think of the word right now. I saw Astral Tears. Astral Tears in Reality, because opening Astral Tears in I don't know why I got tears instead of tears. Just the way it worked. I don't know. But my tears for fears, or is it tears for fairs? Yeah, how come fear isn't pronounced fair either? Because tear, T-E-A-R, is pronounced tear or tear, right? But fear has no double pronunciation like that. Stupid English. How come? Anyway, so that's where we are currently. And our main fleet is up. Where are you guys? It's over here. So this is where our mobilizer and... No, wait a minute. Where are they? Oh, they're over here waiting for stuff. Emphasis on the wrong syllable. Yes. I know he didn't write the rules. I'm just telling you the rules are messed up. William of Normandy? Why would you blame him? He's the greatest person ever. He brought culture to England. I say that for all my British friends, who are no longer my British friends. What do you want from a rebel? Anyway, he forgot to fix their food. Well, yeah, he probably should have put a little bit more emphasis into fixing their food. As well in the bastard? Oh, I think he spelled conqueror wrong. Okay, so we're looking for ships to acquire. Question: we have to be picky here. So this is hut space. Now, I guess, do we actually want to do this here? I think legitimately we want to do this actually up in neutral space. Yeah, we want to try to acquire ships in neutral space, because that way we don't have to worry about people popping in and causing trouble. So we could do Milagro. We've got satellites set up there already for that, for looking at stuff. And this is a fairly active system. I'm not sure about Utah? Eider? I'm going to go with Eider, because like buy. Eider, maybe? I don't know how busy. We don't have any satellites up there. We don't have any here either. So we're going to have to set up a little system. Where is our recon squadron? Where are you guys? Okay, so they're actually in this area.
Hello there.
So this looks like this might be... Oh, I'm not supposed to be sitting here anymore. I need to get back to the fleet.
The ship will be undocking soon.
It's okay, we're not in a rush. Okay, so you guys... We're in a big rush? No, we're not. Welcome back, Fanny. I don't know why you think you're in a rush, but we're not in a rush. So, Recon Squadron, your job is to drop satellites. Actually, let's get fueled up on stuff first. Dock. That should work. So once they're done there, picking up their stuff, satellites, then we're going to drop satellites up in this area just to see. Keep an eye on the area. Now, this is New Republic space, so we don't want to do any actual attempted acquisitions here. But this looks like neutral space up here, which if it's active enough, which hopefully the satellites will let us know about, up those. Now it's possible there's more gates in this area. It's very possible. Well, let's see. So after you're done here, we'll do explore.
Jump completed. Pax.
And we're waiting for those satellites. We'll have our probes come up here and explore here. And we're using 6 probes flying around together. I figured out, not so much figured out as I realized, it's probably faster to use these guys in a little squadron. They all go to the same system, and you send them to go explore onto the fringes. And they seem to eat through it faster, and then they have the Y-Wing to help them with the carrying around more satellites, because these little Imperial probes, that's what these guys are, only can carry 2 satellites. Well, 2 satellites, or 2 recon probes, or 1 of each, that kind of stuff. They only have space for 2 of those type of devices. But the Y-Wing, as you saw, has a lot more space, so it carries the bulk of the gear that way. These guys can still carry that stuff, but it's just more efficient to have the Y-Wing fly around and do it while these guys are exploring. Y-Wing goes back, picks up parts, and then drops stuff as it needs to. We don't have any information coming around here, so it makes picking targets difficult. We want to pay attention to what these factions are. So we don't want to pick on the huts. And again, this is a hut system, so I'm pretty sure I don't want to...
Jump completed. Sardan.
Terrifying. Was that shot some kind of joke? You'll wish you hadn't done
So there's stuff going on in this system. New Republic fighting. Whatever that is.
I want to go home.
That person's probably going to die. And we really don't want to piss off the New Republic too much, mainly because of our scrap business is really dependent on the New Republic not hating us. Because if they start hating us, they're going to start killing our tugs and our scrapper and stuff every time they see them. So we don't want to do that. So we're trying to not be friends with the New Republic, but we're trying not to be their direct enemies either. Although I think we technically are. I'll start going to Encyclopedia, see how the factions are doing. So, New Republic, where are you? So the New Republic.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
So, we are enemies. Because they're enemies with the Hutt cartel. But they don't hate us enough yet to really attack us. So they're hostile to all these. Of course, we're friendly with the Ascendancy. We're friendly with
Jump completed. Then on.
the Enote Federation. Of course, we're friendly with the Hutts. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? As far as the Hutts go... Oh, there are hostile with the Enote. The Imperial Sun. How did that happen? Oh, that's the pirates. Never mind. Wrong click. There we go. So hostile with the Black Sun, Mandalorian Raiders, so typical bad guys. So the Hutts are actually fairly neutral. Except for the whole New Republic Corporate Sector Authority. So the Corporate Sector Authority is actually probably not a bad choice for grabbing ships, simply because we don't care if we're friends with them. Right? There's already enemies with the Hutts, and basically the pirate stuff. Independent Commerce Guild, who we're kind of not friends with. More because we've acquired a ship or two from them, so they didn't appreciate that too much. But yeah, currently allowed to dock, and stations belong to this faction. That's the CSA. And if we start beating up on the Corporate Sector Authority, they're going to help out with our hostility
Jump
with them.
completed. Exodine.
So probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea. Still in New Republic space. I swear we're going the long way. So this is New Republic space, and I guess we should move up here just to see. Move the main fleet up here. So I think each hex is 10 kilometers. I think. I don't know how big the bubble is, so... Actually, I guess we could look at the stations.
Jump completed. Quelor.
And of course, we don't see the hexes here when we get to there. What are you doing here? It's not a construction ship, so... Is he docked? I think he's docked. These are our large docking harbors right here. Looks like he's attempting to dock. Looks like he's rotating, so... So, flying through space. we need to be present for the boarding. Well, we don't have to be present for the boarding stuff, but it's easier to take out engines with this thing than it is trying to get the AI to take out engines. It can do it, it's just not very effective. And it takes too long to take out turrets, too.
High-tech factory.
New Republic.
Neutron star builder.
So tempted. Can't take it with this thing, though.
X-Wing T-65B.
Uh-oh.
Jump completed. Jindin.
Din Din? Is that what it said? Din Din? Jindin. Jindai. We'll get there eventually. So, still, New Republic space, Kashyyyk. For our main fleet. Now the scrap here? Oh, who did this belong to? New Republic. So something rolled to here. Mandalorians. So the that's right, the Mandalorians are in this area. I think they're like right here. Or yeah, I think the Mandalorians are in this area. Alderaan? Yeah, I think they're here. This is actually the Sith. No, it is. No, wait, that's not right. This is Sith territory. Just the Mandalorians are in this area somewhere. Mandalorians don't like the New Republic. Of course, they don't like me either, but that's okay. This is Galactic Empire, who don't like me so much anymore either, despite the fact that I have a station in here that we were trying to make them like us better for, but it doesn't work now because they don't trade with us anymore. Okay, so Y-Wing's dropping satellites. That one there. So these are the Yuzon Bong. The little red thing there.
Jump completed.
Beating up on
Then
a lat. CSA lat. So I wonder who's winning that fight. Can we see? Yeah. I love this feature. So this is the bad guy. That's what he's fighting. See it? Of course not. Just changing objects. It's not letting me really to pick on stuff or pick stuff. And our ships have arrived here. So,
Jump completed. Nymphery.
kill it yet. Come. Much. Ouch. Took a hit there. I think he's gonna lose for some reason. Did he get it? I think he got it. Did.
Awaiting orders.
Surprising. Looked like he was going to lose there for a second. Okay, so fleet has arrived.
Jump completed. Brandon.
This is neutral space, so you can call for help all you want in this area, and nobody really should help you. Just have to watch, see what's coming up in this area. Beef Home, that's a big ship. Going this way, I wonder if there's a station or a gate. It looks probably a gate that way. Uh-oh. Ah, this is Valerian Syndicate. These are pirates. So, what that means... going after my Y-winged bastards. Could bring these guys over. The acquisition squadron is actually combat capable, so R41's looking at 4 of them probably. 8 total. Y-wing is going to be toast. He's just exploring. These guys are going to be going after him. Bastards. Of course, the Y-wing was apparently not really paying attention to who was chasing him and just doing his normal stuff. Definitely want to clear them out too. So again, the Valerian Syndicate, they're pirates.
Jump completed. Hashig.
I don't know if they're normally over in this area, but I guess they are. But usually you run into them over on this side of the map more. So I wonder what they're doing over here. Because there's, what, 8 of them? Maybe they have a base here or something. Being neutral space. And there we go. See what happens. I gotta catch up. Oh, God. This is not good. Recon Squadron, let's get out of here for now. Go a little bit safer down in this area for the time being.
Jump completed. Eider.
Vault orders, get out of here. A lot of hostiles in this area, in this sector. Ah, there we go. So the pirate hideout is here. Question is that we don't have the ships to take it, but we have the ships to take out their fighters. We call in all our probes to avoid this area because there's multiple hostiles that are just not good for probes and Y-wings.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, we're in system. Okay, this is the immobilizer, the deck of the immobilizer. This is basically an Imperial deck or bridge for smaller, not quite Star Destroyer size.
Immobilizer for 18 cruiser.
Might as well just eject.
I should probably actually jump out and help. I just realized that. I should be helping with this fight. I've got a TIE Defender. Okay.
Incoming missile. TIE Defender.
Hello.
Okay, here we go. Oh, already out. Cool.
Big mistake. Very big mistake. Prepare to die.
It's the closest one at 14 kilometers.
Danger.
Where'd you come from? Oh, he's not here. He's just causing trouble. He's just not here to fight.
Danger.
Danger. There's no danger.
Danger.
Might as well just eject.
Danger.
Missiles didn't launch. Thought I had lock. And it didn't
Danger.
launch.
That idea is very bad. Engaging.
No. Shit. Shouldn't have done that. Ah, there we go.
Danger.
Prepare to die.
Hey,
Danger.
bag of water. It is time to take a break.
No, it's not.
Go stretch your legs. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Danger. Danger.
No. I need to use,
We're taking hits.
I need concussion missiles for fighters, not
Danger.
these torpedoes are too slow.
Enemy spotted.
Looks like you won't be going home.
That's not a clever move, but make you regret it.
Got somebody. Shocking.
Having a laugh?
Danger.
What's the danger for?
Danger.
Back.
Danger.
You regret that soon.
I hit you. Shocking.
Danger.
So I'm not sure what the danger's for. It might be related to the
Danger.
mobilizer doing its little gravity well thing. I think that's what that's triggering that, because technically he's doing damage, just not a lot. Not enough to really factor into the fight.
Danger.
I've got you now.
Danger.
Come here.
That idea's very bad.
You regret that
Really
soon.
don't stand a chance.
Danger.
You'll have to do more damage than that. I need more where that came from.
Danger.
Guess distance. Maybe fooled him into tailing
Danger.
us. There we go. See, no problem.
You're done for.
Ah, the words,
Danger.
the Arc 170. He should, you know,
I'm not talking to you.
kind of hoping so I can convince him to abandon his ship. Wouldn't mind having an Arc 170 in the fleet.
Danger.
Enemy spotted.
Danger.
Damage is getting serious.
No, it's not. Shields aren't even
Danger.
down yet. Uh-oh, the turret decided to shoot at me now.
Danger.
You out of your league here.
That idea's
Awaiting
very bad.
orders.
Got him.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so all the bad guys are dead now. That wasn't so bad. I think we did okay. So where is everybody? Okay. So still park on the immobilizer, so.
Docking granted.
Ow. This thing is a little bit faster than demobilizer. And there she is. Okay. Okay. Yep, that's not what I wanted to do. Didn't work the way I thought it was going to work.
Docking granted.
Get up, undock, transfer wares, modes. It's modes. Not. Do this the old-fashioned way. Teleport. Okay, so that. It's break time. So when I get back from stream or get back from break, we'll see where we are exactly and what's ready to go, and see if we got any targets out there to acquire. At least that's the plan. Oh, and also I have some. Oh shit, we still have the Yuzong flying around too, or Yuzan Vong, right? How I pronounce that? I don't know. Anyway, we have to clear them out too. But anyway, gonna get up, stretch my legs, get some water. Be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.